your saline identities and also these other, you've been processing a ton, right, for the last 2 weeks and preparing to do something that's really remarkable and very daring, and that is to lead your peers. To lead your peers is no joke. See, oftentimes, without us even knowing, we often want our peers to look a little different than us, right? We want you to be a little older, a little more distinguished, a little more polished, a little bit more mature. Your car should be better than mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want our leaders to look a little different than us. But when our peers look the same as us, it could be tough. It could be tough from the standpoint of the person that's being led by you. It's tough for them to look at you as an authority figure. Now, granted, you've done the training, you've answered the call, you've made a decision. This is what I want to do for this year. Long term, I want to do some things as it relates to developing myself as a leader. So I got to take these steps now so that I kind of I develop those leadership muscles. But then when you have to make a decision or a judgment as it relates to one of your peers, it can kind of come off kind of weird. Now, all of a sudden, do you have the same confidence and conviction that you had when you were doing the workshops and you were doing the exercises? Do you have that same confidence and conviction when you have to now address the situation with some people that may be older than you, maybe by a year, or maybe even younger than you, or maybe the same age? Maybe these are your friends, or whatever the case may be. It can be tough. And when you really think about it, what you got to do is way different than what Jawan does. Like, real talk, because Jawan can go hide in his office. He can go to his door. He can go to the way he lives. He can go just disappear. Y'all can't do that, right? There's a lot of things that go into what you got to do. So, say for instance, you have to make a decision as it relates to one of your peers or something like that. You got to sit with this person at the cafeteria. You got to sit with this person in class. If you're playing sports, you got to sit with this person in the locker room. You got to be around these people. If you go out and having a good time, and next thing you know, you're like, man, I just told that person that, it's like so now you got to deal with that. And everybody's got a brand. You're working on your brand right now. You're working on who you are and as it relates to developing your identity and establishing yourself, right? And so as you start thinking about what you got to do in the situation that you might get yourself into, now you start thinking about, well, how does this compromise my brand? How does this compromise my reputation? How does this compromise what people see me in terms of my loyalty and my commitment to friendship? And even if it's just casual acquaintances, like, you don't want to see somebody that you just had to reprimand, you had to just address. Yeah, you want to see that person like when you're trying to hang out and have a good time, right? Somebody like Juwan, man, you just hide out, just disappear. And then you think about the people who have children and families. All right, so they make a decision, right? They get the opportunity to go back to their home, and their family can distract them from what took place at work. Now, I'm not saying that they completely forget about it, but if I had to make a tough decision that dealt with a student, but I can go home and talk to my child or talk to my spouse or whatever the case may be, I get a chance to invest in something else, and I can, at the end of the day, I can say, you know what, my kid needs to do his homework, or I got to work on the deck because we got a family function coming on this weekend. Now I get a chance to leave my work at work. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't do that. Y'all gotta, whatever y'all going through, y'all gotta stay in the thick of it. So I say all that to say, it's about to get real. And anytime you say something twice, it's another level. Like, we working, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I want to give you a perspective. I want to give you a perspective because what you all don't realize is that the universe is conspiring to assist and serve you. The universe is conspiring to assist and serve you because of what you decided to do for yourself. You've made a decision. You've made a decision. You decided to be intentional and deliberate about, this is what I want to do. I want to do this. And because you did, you thought about it, you went to the people that you had to go to ask for the application. I don't know what the application process is like. I'm sure there is one. I'm sure you just can't show up like, yo, I'm an RA. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through some sort of yellow tape, right? You had to beat out somebody. I'm pretty sure not everybody gets this opportunity, right? And so then you got to make sure that your behavior is good. You got to make sure that you're being a model citizen, a model student, whatever the case may be. Then you got to come to this training. And when you come to this training, the posture starts. Your postures, you got to maintain some sort of level of, posturing and modeling, like letting everybody know, like, I'm built for this. Because you can't come here and act a fool. They're going to kick you out. Like, no, you're not about to run this dorm, this living center. this living center, all right? I almost screwed it up, almost. It would come out, living center. So with that being said, you made a decision. And so because you made a decision, the universe is going to conspire to assist and serve you. But this is what we know about the universe. When the universe starts giving us these opportunities, the opportunities aren't always packaged the way we like them. Right? That'd be awesome if every time you said, listen, I want an opportunity to be on this stage. It'd be awesome if every opportunity was a star-studded and it came just the way you like, right? But it don't happen like that. You know, I decided a long time ago I wanted to be a speaker. Let me tell you, man, I've been in some spots in front of some folk, right? It ain't been as nice as this. I've been in some situations, right? Right? But the universe was saying, you said you wanted it, right? Here it is. Here's your opportunity. What you gonna do with it? Your stage is over there. It's reserved for you. I got your stage, but I'm giving you this one right now. So if this is what you're gonna do, do it. Right? So this is what I'm here to do. I'm here